Hi, Lindsay. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you again.
You too.
How's your week been?
It's been good. Kind of busy, but not
Yeah.
too bad. So
Busy with
good.
school? Or?
Yeah.
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 Well, today I kind of wanted to just take a chance with you and chat about your grade issue. I know we kind of just dipped into the issue last week, so I was hoping just to kind of chat about it and maybe try to get some of your goals and kind of set up an action plan.
Okay.
How does that sound for you?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? So, can you just kind of elaborate on your grades and kind of what's going on?
Yeah. So the only class that I'm really worried about with my grade is my math class.
Okay.
I have English and science and history in addition to the math, but I'm doing good in all those and they haven't really been a problem. But in math, we're learning more material that I'm struggling with, and I don't think my teacher is as available as I need her to be. So I have a D in that class right now, and I need to bring it up.
Okay. Well, you have about 6 weeks left of the course, so maybe in the 6 week period we can kind of figure out a system have you always kind of struggled in math, or?
Not really. It's just this new, since it's my senior year, it's a big jump up.
Yeah.
So it's just all new material than what it has been. But with this style of math, yeah, I've always kind of struggled.
I imagine you might be a little stressed about it then.
Yeah.
How does your parents play into it?
Well, my mom isn't. I just live with my mom, and she's worried and wants me to be able to bring it up, but she's not all that great in math either, and she's not really home that much.
There's a lot of people that aren't.
Yeah, and she's not home very much when I get home from school, so she doesn't really can't really help me.
So you're pretty self-reliant or whatever you have to do it on your own. Take the initiative.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that's the only class though that you're struggling with for the most part?
Yeah.
So it sounds like right now it's only math and you have a D. What would you like for it to be?
I think I'd like to try and bring it up to a B.
B? That's I think a feasible goal in 6 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
That's quite a bit of time to work on. Can you tell me what you've been doing to try to help your grades?
Right now, not much other than stressing out.
Yeah.
I've been trying to read more into the textbook when I get home and take better notes in class. That seems to be helping a little bit, but I just don't think that'll be enough help to help me retain everything when the tests come.
Right. So you just maybe need a new method.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like. Okay. Well, have you ever thought about maybe looking into getting a tutor?
Yeah, I thought that might be the best way for me to go, have another person who knows what they're talking about, would have time to help me.
Yeah.
And I have a smart period that I could use to meet with a tutor a couple times a week. If I could find one that has the same free time. Yeah. So that'd be good.
And you think that would be the most beneficial for you? Okay. I mean, it sounds like you said that you wish your teacher can have more time to give to you. So maybe find a tutor that could give you the more time. Maybe that would kind of help your situation a little bit.
Yeah.
And you said you have a couple times a week that you might have some open spots.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anybody that would be able to teach you?
Not yet, and I don't really know where in school I would find.
Okay, well, I can help you with that.
Okay.
We have lots of resources. There's a tutor center, and usually it's students that are in the class above you or whatever.
Right.
Usually it's about a year above you, and they'll kind of tutor the class that they just finished or did really well in. So, there's lots of students that could probably come and help you, and I can help you give you some resources for that.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you think would be helpful in terms of kind of helping your grade?
Well, I think we in the 6 weeks that we have left, we have two tests and our midterm and our final, and then we have one test and a big group project that we're working on. So I think that if I was able to work with the tutor maybe on some of the group project stuff, that would help make that grade okay.
Mm-hmm.
And looking for study material for tests.
Well, that seems very encouraging that you have 6 weeks left and you still have your midterm and your final and group project. Those are usually kind of heavily weighted too. So it sounds like you have a lot of opportunities to really raise your grade.
Okay.
So that's encouraging.
Yeah.
I think, is there anything else that you've been struggling with that kind of plays into the grade issue?
I don't think so. I think it's just really mostly the material.
Yeah. And you always kind of attend class and you're late. And you do take notes and everything like that. Oh, that'd be good. When you get a tutor, she can kind of maybe help you go over those notes a little bit.
Okay.
So that will be good. And you think your mom would be supportive?
Oh yeah, she'd be really happy.
Be really happy about
Yeah.
it. So it sounds like the best method for you is to maybe look into getting a tutor a couple times a week and just see maybe how that would help you. Would you be open to coming and kind of meeting once a week here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. This time works good.
This time? Yeah. Today? Okay. And maybe once a week we can kind of monitor your progress and see what other things you could do.
Okay.
So you have one study period like per day?
Yeah.
Every day of the week or whatever? Okay. And how long is that?
It's an hour.
And do you usually spend it doing that, or do you do other things?
I try and do like my other homework since I know that I can get it done quicker because I know what I'm doing.
That's true.
So,
yeah,
but
easier
easier to push the hard stuff off.
So
later.
last minute, and it gets stressful later.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand that. Do you work on homework when you get home?
Yeah.
What's your kind of weekly routine when you get home? Do you have any other big responsibilities?
No, not really. It's just me and my mom. So, and she does get home from work like in time to fix dinner and everything. So I usually just have like a couple-hour window where I'm at home by myself when she's like still working. And so usually I'll get home and kind of like clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up from the morning, and then I try and work on usually my math homework is the last for about an hour, and then I might just hang out until she gets home, and then we eat dinner.
I mean, it seems like a pretty normal schedule. You kind of do it today. Okay. That seems reasonable. Well, it's really encouraging because, I mean, it seems like you recognize the problem and you have your strength and you're coming to me knowing that you need some help. So that's very encouraging. You should be proud of that. So we can kind of work up a plan of action and start getting better grades.
Okay.
Have you talked to your teacher about your concerns? Do you think that would be helpful?
Yeah, maybe just having her know that like I'm trying
harder. Maybe she thinks you're not trying when really you are.
Yeah.
So maybe I would encourage you to give you a little go and meet with your teacher and just kind of tell her some of your concerns and anything that you think she can help you with. And she might offer you extra credit, or there's a lot of things that you can do to really raise your grade.
Sounds good.
Do you have any other concerns about anything?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Kind of, you have your goal, raise your grade from a D to a B in 6 weeks, and you have lots of big projects, so that should be attainable if you get some help and some extra steps to do. And you're going to meet with a tutor a couple times a week and come back to me once a week.
Yeah.
Not too overwhelming, I hope.
No, not too much. I still have some free time to work with.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, that sounds like a good goal, and next week we can meet and try to assess it and see how your progress is making.
Okay, sounds good.
It was good seeing you today.
You too.
Well, 8 minutes.
Woo!